Good day everyone, welcome to another video tutorial. This is the fifth video about equation of the circle. Today we're going to discuss the general equation of a circle. So the general equation of a circle, it can be written into this one. All you need to remember if it is a general equation that it is equating to zero. In this equation, D, E, and F are real numbers. This equation is obtained by expanding the standard equation of the circle. This one, meaning we need to expand this and equate it into zero. So that's why we can do this. So let's try changing standard to general for equation. So write the general equation of a circle with the center at 4 comma negative 1 and the radius of 7 units. So this is the given, this is the center 4 comma negative 1, and this is the radius. First, we need to write this in the center radius form. We need to substitute 4 and negative 1 to h and k respectively, and 7 to r. We need to expound this, so nothing will change here. This one will become y plus 1, and this will become 49. So this is now the standard equation of the circle. Now, to change it into general form, all we need to do is to expound this one. So we need to expound this. We already tackled this on the previous discussion on completing the squared revisiting. So we know that to expound this, we need to do a FOIL in it. We multiply it by itself and we will get this. Or we could just square the last term, and multiply it x times 4, that is 4x times 2, that is negative 8x. We follow the sign. After we expound it, we expound again the other one and we just copy the radius. Next is we align them into a single equation. Then we need to combine the like terms. Arrange it in descending order. So this one will become the first. Positive y2 will become the second. Negative 8x will become the third term. Then positive 2y will become the fourth term. 16 plus 1, these are same terms, so that way it becomes 17. Now let's subtract 49 on both sides to eliminate this one and to make it 0. So now we have this as our equation. Now let's combine like terms. If we combine this one, these two, we'll have this as our general equation. Now we have our general equation of the circle. Now next, write the general equation of the circle with the center at the origin, 0, comma 0, and a radius of 9 units. So this is how we do this. If it is 0, comma 0, so then it will give us an equation of x squared plus y squared is equal to 9 squared, and that is 81. So this is the equation of the circle in standard form. Now, to transform this into general form, all we have to do is to equate this into 0 by subtracting 81 on both sides. Cancel this, so we have now our new equation is x squared plus y squared minus 81 is equal to 0. Now, let's discuss the reverse of the problem. Now, given the general equation of the circle, let's find the center and the radius of it. So let's start with letter A. So the very first thing that we need to do is to separate the x's and the y's. So on this one, I separated the x and the y's. So x squared is equivalent to x minus 0 squared plus y squared plus minus 6y, this one, plus something that will make this a perfect square, and that is equal to 0. We tackled on the previous video on how to get to get the perfect square here, and that is by subtracting 6 into 2 and dividing 6 into 2, that is 3, and squared in, so that is 9. So if you add 9 here, you should add 9 on the other side of the equation as well, giving us this equation. Now, I already transformed this into this form, and this one I already transformed this into squared binomial form. And this is how I do it. I get the square root of this, I get the square root of this, and get the sine of this, and equate into 9. Now with this, I can now identify the center and the radius of the circle. So the center here is 0, comma 3, and the radius here is 3. So that's how I get this. On letter B, x squared plus y squared minus 8y, we need to do the same process. Let's divide it into x's and y's. So x are here minus 0 squared plus y squared minus 8y plus something that will make it perfect square. Now to do that, let's divide 8 into 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 squared is 16. You add 16 here, you add 16 on the other side of the equation. Addition properties of inequalities. Now let's transform this into squared binomial and this into squared binomial as well. Okay, the square root of this one and the square root of this one and the sine of this one, and copy this. Now we can easily identify the center and the radius of the equation. The center is 0, comma 4 and the radius is 4 units. Now, again, for another example, this is somewhat complicated because we are dealing with many terms. What is the center and the radius of the circle? Again, we need to combine x's and y's. So in this case, x squared minus 6x plus something that will make this perfect square. Then plus y squared minus 10y plus something that will make it perfect squared. As you can see, I transpose positive 18 into the other side and will make it negative 18. Now, 6 divided by 2 is 3. Squared is 9. So you add 9 here, you add 9 as well on the other side. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 squared is 25. So you add 25 here, you add 25 again on the other side. Then transform these two into squared binomial. That's it. Okay. Square root of this, square root of this, and the sine of this. Square root of this, square root of this, and sine of this. Negative 18 plus 9 plus 25 is positive 16. Now we could easily know the center, which is 3, comma 5, and the radius is square root of 16, which is 4 units. We can do that as well here. The problem here is that we have a coefficient on x and y. So because this is 4, we need to divide this into 4 and to simplify it. So if we divide it into 4, 4x squared divided by 4 is x squared, 4y squared divided by 4 is y squared, 12x divided by 4 is 3x, negative 4y divided by 4 is negative y, 90 divided by 4 is 90. I will not simplify it first for the sake of instruction. Now, I will transpose negative 90 over 4 on the other side. That gives us 90 over 4, positive 90 over 4. Now, I combine the x's, x squared plus 3x, plus something that would make this a perfect square. Now, y squared minus y plus something that will make it perfect squared. 3 divided by 2 is not a perfect, it's not a whole number. So we'll just square 3 over 2. 3 squared is 9 and 2 squared is 4. 1 divided by 2 is 1 half. 1 squared is 1 and 2 squared is 4. So you add 9 over 4 here and 1 over 4 here. So that's how we do this. Right after, let's transform this into a binomial squared. And this one will become 90 plus 9, 99 plus 1, 100, divided by 4, that is 25. So now we have our center that is negative 3 over 2, comma 1 half. And square root of 25, that is 5 units for our radius. So that's it for our circle equation in general form to standard form to general form and general form to standard form. I hope that you learned something from today's lesson and hope you stay tuned for the next video.